and go across the edge and make it not so stick.
Alright, find myself, get myself shared into the group.
Go across the edge and make it not.
And get myself shared into a few different places. There we go. Find myself. Alright, so my sweet Carla is finishing up. She was staying on just a little bit extra so that I could get myself together here. Miss Yachty was supposed to be on, but she is stuck at work. So that is a-okay. We are going to just roll with what we can. So we're just gonna wait for our sweet Carla to come on in. And we're going to continue working on this A Visit to the Zoo that we have. And hello, hi there, Miss Amy. How are you doing, dear? And now it's raining. Yep. And now the rain pours down. We were expecting, well, I was expecting it to come down at any point because of all that thunder that we were hearing. And I wanted where are my girl? I was trying to open up a can and the can opener didn't work. So then I did my normal, which was to use a knife, and this is old school. It's how we open up cans in Costa Rica, because you don't really, you know, not everybody has a can opener. And so I do it with my chef's knife, and it works great. Well, I went to lift up the lid, and because I had already gone around with the can opener, evidently that one part where I was trying to bend it, the can opener had actually cut a little bit of it, and so when I went to do like this, it flipped and it caught me, and yeah, I was like, okay, that's not good. I gotta go stop the bleeding, find a band-aid. You can hear the rain, can't you? Yeah, it's coming down. It is coming down, but it is, you know, we gotta thank God for the rain. I was talking with a friend of mine. She's going over to Europe, and she's supposed to be doing a river cruise, but right now they are in such a severe drought that, like, literally the boats can't go because it's so low. So as much as we may not like it, thank God for the rain, because it does help things grow and all the stuff. So I am looking for, where'd I put them now? I had all the stuff for the retreat, and now I don't know where I put any of the extras. Like, what the heck did I do with them? I guess it's just gonna have to happen after I glue down my fabric then. Oh well. It is what it is. Yes! So August is my birthday month, and I celebrate it all month because I learned a while back that we have to celebrate ourselves. You know, we have to celebrate ourselves, and it is just, you know, we should. We should celebrate ourselves. We should love each other. All the things. Carla, I need you to tell me which ones of these you want. So I'm going to turn this down. And we used one of these during the retreat. So there's the brad options, and then this is a screw option. Hey, Miss Wendy! My birthday is on the 14th. That is my actual birth date. But I celebrate all month long. Because, you know, it is a blessing to be alive. And I've gone way too many years where it was just like, it's just another day. No. Gotta celebrate ourselves. Alright. I'm looking for my crocodile because it's gonna help me to make my initial hole for this. And I am using the what is it, the 1/8, the tinier one of the two. Yeah, girl, we have to celebrate. I'm gonna put that in my phone when I get off. We definitely need to celebrate it. Oh, okay, well before I do that I need to put whatever I'm going to put on out here then. I'll put this on the outside first. Oh, and Miss Carla, I need you to tell me what color you want for those twist ones. Now, I don't know that I want to use the same fabric that I used on the inside for the outside. So I am thinking maybe we could use this really cute blue. It kind of ties in with that blue there. I think that would be nice. So, hey Miss Chandra! Happy hump day to you too, my friend. It is a beautiful Wednesday, and I am celebrating with my friends. Like, let me tell y'all. So, the retreat was amazing. I was just so blessed to be able to spend time with all of these wonderful ladies that, you know, I call my Crafty sisters, and with my daughter. And then they decided that they were going to celebrate my birthday. I'm talking about, you know, we went out to eat where there was some live music. They got the people from the band to sing me happy birthday, along with getting me a cake and saying happy birthday back at the retreat. It was just so special. Like, y'all just went way over and above. Like, I obviously did not ask for any of that. And I just can't wait to I can't wait for next year. And next year, you know, have the Crafty cruises as well. So if anybody, you know, is in the West Coast, or you have Alaska on your bucket list, you know, June we're going to Alaska. And then of course you guys know I love Halloween, so on the 31st of October we're going out of New Orleans and we're doing steampunk Halloween. Totally me. Totally me. Thank you. You know, it is hard because for most of, and I still put, you know, everyone else, you know, before me. And it's a mama thing. It's also a little bit of a trauma thing where, you know, you cut yourself down, which is why now I celebrate my birthday all month long, because I am worth it. And it is such a blessing to be alive. And, you know, even more so to be able to spend it with people who love you as well. So I am forever grateful for that. Yes, so the retreat dates for next year, so the Alaska cruise is June 11th through the 18th of 2027. We'll be going out of Seattle, coming back to Seattle, with 2.5 days of crafting. We'll be seeing the beautiful glacier. We'll be seeing Janu, Skagway, super, you know. And then in July, I'll be back in Talala, Oklahoma. It will be July 22nd through the 25th, and I am kind of going off of what some of the ladies have said, and we'll probably be doing a Christmas in July type theme. So I think that will be a lot of fun for that one. And again, that is the 22nd through the 25th. And then Halloween cruise out of New Orleans, October 31st, come back November 6th. Again, I think that's going to be so much fun. Just so much fun. So if you guys are interested in coming and hanging out with me on any of those, we'll be doing lots of fun journaling items, and you know, I'm going to incorporate a few more mixed media type items for the Talala one next year, because I got requests for that, so we'll be doing that. That's what I was thinking, because it's the 22nd through the 25th, so I'm like, that, you know what, that is right on Christmas in July. So I love, you know, I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong, Christmas itself kind of lost a little bit of spark, especially now after the kids are all grown, and it's just not the same. But if I look at it as we're going to work on things that we can gift at Christmas time, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's the part that's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully everybody will like the idea and you guys want to come out again and hang out. So, yes, there we go. I know Miss Carla wants to come back, and I told her, I was like, hey, maybe if Miss Amy can join us this year, y'all can carpool, and if not, then I will drive back like I did this year, drive down to Louisiana and get her so she can be there. I don't mind driving, y'all. Like, I know that a lot of people are like, oh my god, that's a lot of driving, but I don't mind driving. I really, really don't. I know it might sound weird and all, but like, to me it's soothing and calming, and you know, get to see the beautiful scenery. Oh my god, because we go through the national forest in Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Arkansas area, and oh my god, it is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So, my next adventure, be going with Wendy. I'll get to see her in November. We're gonna go down to the Bahamas and Mexico on a Crafty cruise together, and we'll be doing a lot of our planning for next year's cruises, you know, doing like fine-tuning some stuff there, but I'm excited for that. I mean, I could, or you could fly out to Atlanta, do a direct flight to Atlanta, and then come with me. I told Yadi that. I was like, man, if you know ahead of time, and you can have the time off from work, if you want to fly in and then do the drive with us, by all means, you are welcome to it. So, hey, Miss Patty. Yeah, exactly. That's an idea. You fly into Atlanta, and then from here we go together. So it's such a, I know it's long because I don't, like, especially this go around, like, I didn't stop. Mostly because my friend that was riding with me, she had to be back because she was flying out to go see her daughter. But, in the past, I've stopped in Louisiana and spent the night there. It gives me a little bit of a break, but I've done the drive before. Literally just pull to the side, gas station, take a 2-hour power nap, and keep on rolling. So it was 10 hours to New Orleans and not to New Orleans, 10 hours to, girl, what did I pick you up? Pineville? It was close to Alexandria. I remember that much. Louisiana. So that was about 10 hours, and then 9 hours from there to Oklahoma. I mean, and like I said, I've done that before with me being the only driver. But, I'll pull to the side and take a power nap, as I call it, and keep on rocking and rolling. But since we had to get back, I told when I needed to nap, that's when I was like, okay. Told my friend, I was like, now I need you, Pollock. There we go. And I think it went really good, considering everything, because like even my daughter who gets car sick, like she was good. So I was very, very happy for all of that. It was a smooth ride. Now, where did I make that hole? Because I'm gonna have to make it again. I want to go too. So, like, I've been to visit Miss Carla where she lives, in Lake Charles, and I've been up to Shreveport, and now to Pollock, and in Alexandria, because we stopped that area as well. But yeah, I've never been to New Orleans itself, so I'm like, yeah, there's a port there. So I'm excited for that, needless to say. Alright, so let's get, and And I still did the hole wrong, but oh well, it'll be fine. I did the hole through both. It is what it is. So thank you all, everybody, for wanting to be in this month's event. It's always a blessing that you guys want to participate in any event that I host. But especially, you know, the one that's in my birth month. I know, right? New Orleans ain't that far. Because yeah, I found it interesting because Miss Amy lives in the town that she lives in is the same name of the town that I live, just different states. And I think that is so cool and funny at the same time. Not missing much. I don't know, I just like, you know, you hear about the French Quarter and all this, that, the other, so kind of want to be able to say that I've been down that way, you know? Go have some beignets and that coffee, you know, that special coffee shop or whatever that's known for them. I do want to do that for sure. I think it's gonna be fun though. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to go in early before the cruise so that I can, you know, enjoy and explore a little bit. Alright, so obviously I didn't put enough glue all the way down here, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Especially because I'll get to go see, you know, I'll have my friends coming in, so I definitely want to do that. I want to see my friends, get to hang out with them, get to explore. Like, how much fun is that? You like the little animal fabric? That is some old vintage, like, nursery type fabric that I found. And I've made a baby book with it. And I thought that it would be perfect for this zoo themed journal. So yesterday, if you watched me, we put together the signatures, and then I realized I missed the paper with the rhinos. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that down so that I can add it, because, you know, goofy me, I didn't pay attention. Hi there, Miss Sherry. How are you doing, my dear? Thank you for the sprinkles. I appreciate it. Thank you for participating in today's event as well. Miss Sherry is hosting a meet and greet in Virginia, right? West Virginia, I think. Was it I think it was West Virginia. fine other than I sliced my finger with a can. Right before I popped on live. But, you know. That's just me. Yes, Virginia. That's what I was thinking. That is what I was thinking. Okay. It is October it is right around the week of the 7th because I know it falls on my anniversary. I know that much. Oops, I was about to put those rhinos upside down. That would not have been fun. Oh, thank you. So these papers were actually from a Miss Elizabeth scrapbook paper pad thing, and it's this one. It was called Bryce and Madeline at the Zoo. So I was like, oh, that'll be perfect. And then we can, once, you know, make sure we have everything where we want it. And we can start putting these holes in. Road trip, I know, right? The 8th through the 11th. Yes. Yeah, I need to message you, Miss Sherry, because I need to figure out what's gonna happen with hubby and work and all that. We're still trying to figure that out. But depending on what they say, if he does go back to work, I might be able to come up, but it wouldn't be with him. So, at least, because I would love to meet everybody. Alright, now, oh my gosh, I need to go get my owls. I still haven't brought any of that stuff in. Y'all, give me a second. Alright. Okay. I will. Looky, I get to use the owl that Miss Carla gave me. Alright, so let me figure out, we gotta figure this part out first. Because we have this part here, you love the giraffe on the first page. I love the vintage look to it. Because we have this part to hold a dangle, we have to make sure that we're gonna come on the sides of it. Oh yeah, Miss Sherry, would you send my friend the info? Because if I do go, it probably would be with her. Alright, so let me figure out what I'm doing as far as where I'm punching these. Alright, so obviously I need one at the top, and again, I'm trying my best to make sure that I stay away from where we have put our little piece. In this case, it'll be luckily it's got the screw and it's not the brad style, but you still want to be careful with that. So I'm just going to punch my holes through. I might need to come on this side. And since I have not glued this down, I can very easily take it off so that I can work with this, because it is definitely wanting to be difficult. This is why I can't wait till I finish making this book guide to help with this, because oh, this gets on my nerves like y'all have no idea. So this is called a book binder, a book binding guide from We Are Memory Keepers. But I am actually creating with my laser a something that'll help, because this gets on my nerves so bad it's not even funny. Hello there, Miss Cruz. How are you, my friend? You can see it didn't go all the way through, so now I have to and this nice awl was gifted to me by Miss Carla. My friend always spoils me, and I'm so blessed. If you guys didn't get a chance to see, you'll be seeing more pictures being posted of this past week's retreat. But I know that Miss Carla posted, I know that Miss Lori posted about their stays there. So if you're following their pages, you can go and see on there as well. Yes, of course. Everybody should spoil me. Well, I am blessed that now I have a man in my life that does. It's not always been the case. And my kiddos do in their own way. Okay, so now that I have that done, we need to do our pages, and then we can sew them in. So at the retreat, we learned to sew in, because several people know how to sew, but we also did the travel journal style, which not a lot of you were familiar with, and I was super excited that I got a chance to share that with y'all, because it's always fun to learn a different type of bindings. And y'all just wait, because Send a man your way. If I ever find another Gary, I would. Because everybody deserves to have a man that spoils them. They're just not easy to come by. Okay. So this one, we're going to put the papers all the way to the top. You want to stay home and travel? Travel journals are so fun because they allow you the flexibility to add and and to change as your journal progresses. Okay, so I got my holes in. I'm going to do my second signature. Again, making sure that everything is, lined up the way I want it. All the way to the top here. You screw this part down. So just in case if you don't, and then you can come. Now I marked, and then I'll go in and I'll just take it off, right? So. Move this, put that over there, I'll put this on here because I will poke myself. You definitely don't want that. Hey, Miss Jody! And then I'm going to use one of these needles. And Miss Carla gifted me a pair of these, set of these needles. And where's my white? How are you doing? I hope everybody is doing well today, but how are you doing, Miss Jody? I haven't seen you in a while, my sweet friend. Okay, so I'm going to measure 3 times the length of this book. There's 4 holes, so 3 times will be fine. If there would have been 5 holes, I would have given myself some extra. Hello there, Miss Nancy. How are you doing? And then we're going to do the next one. Same thing. It's easier if you've got your string pre-cut and ready. And then all we have to do, and this string is waxed, it's pre-waxed. You can find it in the leather making section at your Hobby Lobby. That's where I find mine. And they have all kinds of colors there that you can get. But make sure you get the thin one. You don't want to have a super thick string, because then it's gonna make it harder, and if it's bulky and hard to go through your paper, you're more likely to tear it. Now when we are going to sew, you're going to have a short end and then a very long end. Okay? Yes, we are. And up after me is going to be Miss Kimberly from Growing Crafts with Kim. So you can pick wherever you want to go. I'm going to start at the third one down. And third one down. Find my hole. I'll pull it through, making sure that I don't pull all of the string through, because I need to have something to tie with. Okay, so you want to leave a tail. And then I'm going to come up the bottom one, and it's okay if you need to come through your book first and then your pages. Okay, not everybody can do like the whole thing at one time. Alright, and then now I'm going to go to I'm going to go all the way to the very, very top. Going all the way to the very, very top here. Making sure we get our pages. We go through. Again, all the way to the very, very, very top. And then down that second one. So we're going to have an open space, and I'm good with that. Now, if you didn't want an open space, you could close that. Okay. Come through my pages. Oops, my page has moved on me, so obviously the hole has moved. You just play with your pages at that point. And then you're going to tighten. And you tighten by pulling on both the tail and the one that's still on here, okay? So, same as if I would have had 3, I'm going to make sure that one tail is on one side of that middle string, the other is going to be on the other side, and then we're going to tie. Hey, Miss Kimberly! It is okay, dear. We will be waiting for you to come on. Okay? And so we're going to make a knot. And then I like to pull and go underneath my strings, just because I always like to try to grab all of the strings together when I'm tightening them. And then, like I was, you know, you always want to make sure that you're going to go around a few times. Aw, that's okay. No worries, sweetie. You are a-okay. You are a-okay. Let me know if you want to pop on tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a 10 p.m. that's available. And I'll just stay here and finish this book with you guys, since we are almost finished with it anyways. And then cut off your extra strings. And it's always better to have more string than less string, okay? It's always important to do that. So this is our back signature, okay? Now we're going to do the front signature. Same theme. It's Crafter's Choice Journaling, and we're just celebrating my birthday. So you can do anything as long as it's journaling, because I love paper. So you can do anything Crafter's Choice. Just journaling. and I'll move you to tomorrow at 10. And you try to get some rest. I understand. Work is work. I was on a Zoom call earlier for my new job, for one of my new jobs, because Friday's the first day of class, and the director was walking me through how the grading program works and all this, that, the other. So I actually have to go back and watch MJ because I was on during her live. Oh good, that way it gives you some time to eat and to relax. Okay, this is being crazy. Ah, thank you. Found out that my Subi has her birthday this month. Found out that my Wendy, she calls herself Wendy Luhu, my Wendy has her birthday this month as well. Got lots of friends who got a birthday in August, so that's awesome. Okay, so again, we're gonna do this. This is 4 holes. Remember, 3 holes is a pamphlet. It's the easiest one. This is 4 holes. So I'm going to start with my 3rd hole down. Okay. 3rd hole down. Now I just got to find where the hole is in the book. I will be the last presenter tonight. Yes, ma'am. I will. Alright, so again, we're leaving a tail. And going up that bottom the last hole at the bottom. We're going to go through it, through our papers. Oh wow, goodness. Lots of birthdays. Making sure that when you pull, okay, you don't pull your tail. Now we're going to go past the 3rd, the 2nd, and we're going to go all the way to the very, very top, and we're going to do the 1st hole. Exactly, lots of August birthdays to celebrate. See, I did not realize your birthday was this month too. Alright, and we're going to go through that top hole and out the top hole of the book. Again, making sure that when you pull and when you tug, you don't pull the, you know, so hard that you take the string with you. And then we're going to go down the 2nd hole and through our papers. And I always make sure that I have 1 tail on each side of my string. It's all good, hon. It's all good. I understand. Work is always not the most, you know, pleasant when it comes to crafts. So we're gonna start making our, I'm gonna start tying, making sure that I grab all of the strings, tightening them, and we're going to double through, because remember, if you go through your loop 2 or 3 times, you're gonna strengthen that knot more than if it was just 1 time. Okay, so again, if I'm gonna do my loop, and I'm gonna go 1 and 2 and then pull. That's gonna give you a nice tight, and then I'm just gonna go from the bottom because I like to make sure that we get all of our strings nice and tight. And then we cut off any excess. Again, it is better to have more than not enough, okay, when it comes to your strings. And if you really want to, you can save these for whenever you're doing paper making. And then it can be like fibers inside of your papers. But so look at how the binding is on this one. So you have it at the top, then there's nothing here, and then at the bottom. Okay, so very different from some of the other ones where, you know, you see it completely cover the back. And you can do this also where it is like a small piece here, blank in the middle, blank, and then the bottom. So there's a few different ways, but this is the first or the next step after doing, like, you know, your 3. Then we can do our 5. A 5 would completely cover the back. A 6 would give you the spaces in between. But again, you know, that is going to be completely... I like the look of this, where it's not fully always with the string all the way from top to bottom. I like that. Okay. And here, if you want to add some corners, you can add some corners to it. But we have kept this book intact so we can read it. This is a 3rd printing, 1969 for this book. And so we have the beautiful little stories, old papers, they're older scrapbooks, but scrapbook pages, but they look a little bit newer than the book pages or the writing pages. I do like for the middle to show me the full image of the page, so that's why I flipped that one. And that is our first signature. Then we have our second signature. This one, we're gonna come in with some glue to make it into a pocket. Writing space. Look at those little ponies. We have the little monkeys. There's a monkey as well. Again, some more of that old writing paper, which adds plenty of spaces for you to do stuff. And then this one that says zoo on it, I thought it was super cute with the little kids. I think it tied in perfectly. More of those little monkeys. This looks like a little Noah's Ark. Again, the page that we flipped upward instead of cutting it so we could have a pocket. And then it ends. And look at how cute that came out. So if you ever wondered, little golden books, yes, you can turn them into journals, and they can be super, super pretty and cute, and you can add all kinds of stuff to them and do all kinds of things with them. So hopefully between yesterday's and today's, you have gotten how to take the little golden book apart and how to build it completely. And now comes the fun part: decorating the pages, adding more pockets, adding waterfalls. If you guys watched Subi, she did a waterfall earlier in her journal. You know, we did a flip style, which is a very easy waterfall. But but Subi did a pull. I know that last month Miss Jamie did a pull and a push waterfalls in our event as well. So I mean, there's lots of things that you can do now to your pages to decorate them. So I hope this has inspired you. I hope that you like the idea of taking little golden books and turning them into journals, while still maintaining the integrity of the story and reading it. Like, I love to still be able to read the story. Okay, that's just me. So thank you so much for celebrating my birthday month with me. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you guys will join us tomorrow. We start at 11:45 with our sweet Sherry from Sunshine Design. She'll start us off with a devotional, and then she will go into crafting, and we will go on, and Miss Kimberly will finish us off tomorrow. So stay tuned. We have another full day filled with journaling fun, and I am super excited that you guys choose to come and hang out with me and with my fellow crafters in these events. So have a blessed evening. I love you guys. I'm going to go change out my band-aid and go hang out with my son who came over to wash clothes. So y'all be blessed, and I will see you guys later. Ciao.